Okay, so welcome. Find a comfortable seat on the mat, and the practice that we're doing today is from a perspective and with an intention of grounding and empowering. So if you like to use oils, now's a good time to use that. I suggest lavender, something in that range. Earthy scents. Take one drop of whatever you've chosen, and if that's not your jam, don't worry about it. Bring the palms together, rub them vigorously, and as you do so, kind of wiggle your torso back and forth a little bit. Tall spine, eyes gently closed if that feels okay. Hold palms up, inhale deeply through the nose. Out through the mouth. Two more times, in through the nose. Out through the mouth. Last time, full deep breath. Expand in every single direction, front to back, side to side, top to bottom. Exhale completely. Release hands down towards the knees. If desired, bring the thumb and first finger together, palms face down. Attune yourself to the sensation of having a body. Feel the bones and the muscles. Identify where the edges of your physical body are. Sense the force of gravity. And allow yourself to have weight and mass, to take up space. Sense yourself in time and space, and in relation to the things that surround you, starting first with the room you're in, and then expanding outward from there. The building or home, the city, the state. Notice the five senses: smell, taste, even though the eyes are closed, the play of light and shadow. And then very deliberately, an energetic line of demarcation from everything that's happening outside of this moment and right now. And as you make that choice, let the breathing begin to lengthen and smooth. Resist the temptation for effort. Begin to engage Ujjayi breath. If you're not sure how to do that, slightly part the lips. Inhale through an open mouth like you're a little bit surprised. Exhale like you're fogging a mirror. Slight constriction in the throat. Do that as many times as you need to in order to feel the sensation. And then when you're comfortable with it, let the lips gently come to rest toward one another. And continue to make that sound. And feel the slight shaping, the constriction of the breath through the throat. On the next inhale, attune yourself to your connection with the God of your own understanding, space of divinity. And as we move the body, we do our best to do so from a space of gratitude and connection. As we move through this practice, the breath is the most important thing, followed by connection to the body. The shapes you make are a distant second, very, very far behind. So if at any point the breath becomes difficult, come to a comfortable position and come back to the breath. On your next inhale, bring yourself to hands and knees. Palms planted firmly on the earth, fingers spread wide. Press down into the tips of the fingers and the space where the finger attaches to the palm. Get a little bit heavier in the first finger and thumb, lighter on the wrists. Inhale, look up. Exhale, round the spine, chin to chest, belly scoops in and up. Again, inhale. Press the tops of the toes down into the earth. Exhale, round the spine. One more time like that. Full breath in, heart forward. Exhale, round the spine, space between the shoulder blades, rounding in the upper back. Inhale to neutral, exhale, child's pose, arms overhead, knees nice and wide. Stay attuned to the breath here. Allow the exhalation to become longer, smoother. Inhale, forward. Tuck toes, exhale, downward facing dog. Cycle the knees if that feels good. Primarily feel the points of connection with the earth, root down. Almost a sort of suction cup feeling. You press down through the fingers. Allow the feet to become heavy. Space between shoulder blades. It could feel good to come up onto the tiptoes with the inhale. Feel energy moving up the arms, through the spine. Exhale, heels down. Send the energy through the back of the legs. Out the heels into the earth. 2 more breaths like that if you're choosing it. Last one. Inhale forward, high plank. Movement is initiated at the upper back, belly towards spine. Exhale, hips high, down dog. Follow the breath now. Inhale, count to 4, high plank, arms strong, knees if you want it. Exhale, down dog. Again, inhale, ride the breath forward. Spine long, neck long. Down dog, exhale. Stay here this time. Move as little as is possible. Feel the hips rising high, space between each of the vertebrae in the spine. Belly lifts up, pelvic floor rises. Calm the breath. Make the exhales as long as you can. Observe the mind. Attune to the senses. Be here now. Last full inhale and exhale here. Consider opening the mouth, maybe giving a sigh with the exhale. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, find the top of the mat. Feet a little bit wider, perhaps, since this is the first one. Knees bend enough so the belly can rest. Let the head hang heavy. You can catch opposite elbows, maybe sway from side to side a bit. Shake the head yes, and then no, and then yes again.
Inhale, clench the jaw, the eyes, squeeze everything together. Exhale, open the mouth, stick the tongue out. 2 more like that. The next inhale, allow it to be full enough that the torso rises a bit. Hands come to the earth. Walk the feet to hips width distance if they're wider than, or even big toes touching. Align the outside edges of the feet to the outside edges of the mat. With the exhale, draw belly to spine, hands to hips. Inhale, rise. Release hands alongside the body. Lift toes. Shift weight back and forth, side to side, until you find that balance point. Legs engage. Relax toes down. Feel pelvic floor rise. Belly in and up. Ribs relax. Inhale, hands up. Long, long, long. You can look up if it feels good. Exhale. Hands to heart center. Press thumbs towards the sternum. Heart reaches up. Take a moment to set an intention for this practice. There's no wrong way to set an intention. There's not a wrong one. Yeah. But let it be a method of travel instead of a destination. Name the way in which you wish to experience life in this moment, the thing you want to remember. Cultivate more of. And I offer as a joint intention for all of us practicing together that we might remember the power that we have inside of us to choose, not what's happening on the outside, but what we make it mean on the inside. To remember that we're worthy and that we're strong and that we can do hard things, even if they're not fun. I'm going to send our intentions out with one chant of Om. Inhale to begin. Inhale, hands to the sky. Reach high, long spine. Exhale, hinge at the hips, lead with the heart. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, right foot stays where it is, left leg steps back, come down to the knee. You can keep the toe tucked if it feels good. Inhale, hands reach up. Exhale, hands to the earth. Lift the left knee up, step the right leg back. Knees down or up, lower yourself halfway or all the way down. Inhale, heart rises, long spine, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing. Full breath in. Exhale, left foot forward, right knee down. Hands reach, breathe in. Hands to the earth, breathe out, right foot steps to the front of the mat. Fold. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands to heart, heart or belly, alongside the body, space of connection. Come back into the confines of you. Feel what it feels like to be you right now. Notice the sensations and resist the temptation to try to change them. And instead, choose to be here. Stay in observation, hands up, breathe in. Fold forward, breathe out. Inhale, halfway.
Exhale, left leg back, knee down. Inhale, hands rise. Exhale, hands to the earth, right leg back and lower. Inhale, heart rises. Exhale, downward facing. In through the nose. All the way out. Right, left foot forward. Right knee down. Empty completely. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, hands down, right foot forward. Fold. Inhale, rise. Hands to the heart or another space of connection. Come back to your intention. Feel the sensation of your intention. Identify what your intention feels like in your body. Where do you feel it? Name it on a sensory level. Not does it feel good, but it feels warm or it feels tingly. One more time. Hands up, breathe in. Fold forward, breathe out. Continuous breath here. Flat back. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Left leg back, lower down, same count of 4. Hands reach up for 4. And then down. Right leg back and lower for 4. Heart reaches up. Balance the breath. Downward facing. In through the nose. Nose or mouth. Left foot forward, breathe in. Knee down, breathe out. Hands up, breathe in. To the earth, step forward, breathe out. Fold. Rise up. Inhale. Hands to the heart. Stay with observation of your intention, the feeling. Expand your awareness out. When is the last time you felt that? If you've never felt that fully manifest, what do you think it would feel like? What do you imagine it would feel like? As we move through these postures, do your best to shape the breath in a balanced way. If any becomes longer than the other, let that be the exhalation. Inhale, hands to the sky, knees bend, Utkatasana. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step or jump back. Low plank or all the way down. Inhale, heart rises. Exhale, downward facing. Breathe in. Exhale, right foot forward, left foot flat. 45-degree angle. Inhale, hands rise, warrior 1. Exhale, count to 4, hands down, right leg back, lower. Take the option that feels good in your body. Heart rises, breathe in. Downward facing, breathe out. All the way in. Left foot forward, right foot flat. Inhale, hands rise. Exhale, hands down. Left foot back, lower down. Inhale, lift the heart, look straight ahead. Exhale, downward facing. 3 breaths, in through the nose, in. Out through the mouth.
Again, in and out. Last time, reach the hips up and back, inhale. Exhale completely through the nose. Look to the top of the mat, perhaps knees bend as you prepare. Exhale, find the top of the mat, step or jump. Inhale, knees bend, hands to the sky. Exhale, standing. Hands are at heart or heart and belly. And just check in. Again, come back to the breath. Come back to the sensation of existing. Inhale, knees bend, hands to the sky. Exhale, fold. Flat back, breath in. Exhale, find the bottom of the plank with the bottom of the breath. Inhale, reach the heart up. Exhale, downward facing. Breathe all the way in. And with the breath out, right foot front of the mat, left foot flat. Inhale, hands rise. Perhaps thinking about rotating the pinky fingers in towards one another. Exhale, hands down. Right leg back. If you want to, keep the right leg lifted as you lower down. Lift the heart, breathe in. Downward facing, breathe out. In through the nose. Left foot forward, breathe out. Hands rise, breathe in. Exhale, hands down, left leg back if you desire. Keep it up, lower down. Lift the heart up, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. 3 breaths. And as you're taking these breaths, begin to invite into your awareness, your inquiry if you're interested. And noticing of how the way you're moving on your mat now mirrors the way you move in your life. See if you can find some grounding, some stability. Last breath here. A greater willingness to stay and to experience. Look forward, perhaps bend the knees. Exhale, find the top of the mat. Flat back, breathe in. Fold, and breathe out. Knees bend, inhale, hands to the sky, Utkatasana. Exhale to standing. Hands in a space of connection, eyes soft, closed, or gaze is gentle. Inward. Consider for a moment that how we are anywhere is how we are everywhere, and that's not a bad thing, it's good. Because that means that wherever we are, we have an opportunity to know ourselves better and to cultivate a deeper willingness to be where we are. Stay in awareness of the body. Knees bend, hands up, inhale. Count of 4, fold forward, exhale. Flat back, count of 4, inhale. Step or jump back, bottom of the plank meets the bottom of the breath. Heart rises, full inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale completely. Reach the hips up and back, breathe in. Exhale, right foot forward, left foot flat. 45-degree angle, hands rise up, breathe in. Right hip back, left hip forward. Exhale, hands to the earth. Right leg back, lift it if you wish. Lower down. Tops of the feet flat, inhale, heart reaches up. Downward facing, Breathe out. In through the nose. Out through the nose, left foot steps forward. Right foot flat. In through the nose, hands rise. Moving mindfully, steadily. Exhale, hands to the earth. Continuous flow. Left leg back, lower down. Reach the heart up, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Breathe deeply, as if the entirety of your existence is breathing, as if every one of your cells is breathing. Exhale completely. Last one. Look towards the top of the mat, inhale. Find your way there, exhale. Make a flat back, breathe in, halfway lift. Fold forward, breathe out. Knees bend, inhale, hands to the sky. Utkatasana, chair pose. Exhale, rise to standing. Bring hands to a space of connection. Reorient to yourself, to this moment. Inhale, hands up. Fold forward, breathe out. Make a flat back, breathe in, and then either step back to downward facing dog or take a vinyasa. That would look like stepping the legs back and lowering down halfway or all the way. Lifting the heart with the inhale, and then downward facing dog with the exhale. Breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. Good job. You stay where you're at. I'm switching sides so that you can see what I'm doing. On your inhale, look forward. As you exhale, step the right foot between the hands, spiral the left foot flat. Look that the right heel bisects the arch of the right foot. Knee over ankle. Inhale, hands up. Warrior two. Take the hands to the hips and square them off. And then peek down. See that the knee is tracking right around the first or second toe. And then open the hands up. Take the front palm face up. Inhale. Reach, reach, reach. And come back. Perfect. Now we just flow and dance. 2 more times. Come back. Inhale. And then as you exhale, either elbow to knee or hand to the earth or a block side angle. So you can have it on the high, the low, or the medium, or the low, or on the knee. The key is that the bottom hip is moving forward, the bottom lung is moving forward, top hip and lung are moving back so that the torso is in alignment with the leg. Palm face up if it's not resting on a block. Inhale, arm overhead. Relax the face. Gaze can be down at the earth or up at the sky. 1 more full cycle of breath here. Brilliant. If your knee or if your elbow is on your knee, go ahead and take a block. Place it behind the leg. Straighten the leg on an exhale. Lengthen the entire torso. So you're reaching up from the bottom hand to the top.
Sense both sides of the torso lengthening. So you're not crunching into that bottom side. Breathe in between the ribs. On the next breath, if you'd like to, bring your hand to the hip for stability. Look forward. Bend the knee. If you've got a block, take it with you. About, a foot to a foot and a half in front of and to the right of the leg. Lift the back leg, flex the foot. Potentially take the left hand up. Maybe it feels good to you to bring the bottom hand to the heart. One more full cycle of breath. Root down through the entirety of the right foot. Reach through the heel of the left foot and the crown of the head. Feel your energy moving out in every direction. And then focus as you bend the right knee. Slowly put the back foot down. Straighten the right knee. Parallel the feet. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, hinge at the hips. Fold forward. Yogi choice for about 2 breaths here. So just feel the stability of your legs. Engage the quadricep muscles. Engage your thigh muscles toward the bone. Feel loosening in the hamstrings as you do that. Soften the jaw and the tongue. Last breath. Halfway lift, inhale, turn the left toes towards the opposite side of the mat. Bend the left knee. Check that the left heel bisects the arch of the right foot. Knee tracking over ankle. Inhale, rise. Warrior 2. Again, square yourself off. Check the alignment. Soften the gaze and the breath. Left palm face up, and we dance with the breath. Back. And warrior 2. One more. Be as fluid as feels good to you. Explore what it feels like to be simultaneously sturdy and solid, the bottom half of the body, more fluid on the top. Inhale, and as you exhale, again side angles, so you can have elbow to knee, that's a great option. You can have hand to the earth, inside or outside, or use a block on the low, the medium, or the high to bring the earth to you. By the way, if you just want to use the block, that's great. There's nothing special that happens if your hand is on the earth. Legit, nothing special at all happens. So again, choose your gaze. I'm looking down because that feels better for my neck, but you could also look up. The most important thing is smoothing the breath. Last one. Inhale deeply. With the exhale, if you've got the block, take it with you. Straighten the left leg. Stable. Resist locking the left knee. On the next breath out, bring hand to knee or hand to hip if you're choosing that. Bend the left knee. Inhale, take the block or the hand forward. Reach the back leg up. Half moon. If you notice that your foot is rolling at all here, push down through the ball of the big toe. Set your gaze. In yoga we call that a drishti. It's like a focus point. And what I love about that is that it's a brilliant reminder that what we focus on matters a whole lot. And if we find it difficult to focus, last breath, then that is reflected in our experience of life. Bend the left knee, step the right leg back, leave the block where it is, straighten the left knee, turn, parallel the feet. Hands at the thighs. Lift the heart up, inhale. Exhale for the count of 4. Leave the spine long as you can. Inhale for the count of 4 all the way up. Let the hands track along the back of the legs. Engage. Exhale for the count of 5. Maintain the chin slightly tucked so that the back of the neck stays long. In for the count of 4, rise up. Out for 6, fold forward. In for 4, soften the gaze. Out for 7, in for 4, and out for 8. Pause in the fold. Do you want to walk the hands between the legs? You're welcome to do that. One more breath here. Resist shaping of the breath, aside from keeping it, or release that shaping, aside from keeping it even. Make a flat back with your next inhale. Turn the left toes, or the right toes rather, turn back towards the front of the mat. And either take a vinyasa, that's the high to low plank, upward facing and then downward facing, or just step right back to downward facing dog. Breathe in through the nose, and out nose or mouth. One more time like that. Perfect. Walk the feet in about halfway, and then step the right foot forward. Bend the knee if you need to. Rise up. So the hips should be square towards the front of the mat. That's what we're aiming for, as close to that as you can get. Take the back of the right hand, place it at the small of the back. Create a little bit of tension here so that the shoulder is opening, moving down. The shoulder blade is coming down the spine. Right? And there's a stretch happening from the sternum through the shoulder itself. Inhale, left hand up. Exhale, hinge at the hips, count to 4, like you're serving something delicious. Inhale, spine becomes flat first, and then you rise up for the count of 4. Out for 5. In for 4. Out for 6. In for 4. Work towards having the bicep in line with the ear, and then 7 and 8, as we did before on the exhale. Let the pause be natural. In for 4. And out for 8. Release both hands to the earth. Find a flat back inhale, right hip moves back, left hip down, fold, exhale. Release the lengthening, come back to a balanced breath. Think about using the block here as well, on whatever level feels good. Left hand on the earth, directly under left shoulder. Right hand reaches to the side, or perhaps up towards the sky.
The legs remain strong. So there's tension happening between the legs as you draw them toward one another. The thighs are engaged. Soften the breath. Let it be smooth and even. Last one. Exhale, hand to the earth. Step the left foot forward. Bend the knees. Inhale, hands to the sky. Chair pose. I want you to notice, if you're curious and interested too, 2 more breaths here, whether when I offer the consideration of kind of how you are, last breath, exhale, fold forward, you are focusing on the things that are challenging for you, only or mostly. Step the right foot back so that the feet are equally as wide as they were last time we practiced pyramid. Hands to the hips, feet rooted, rise. Back of the left palm, base of the spine. Inhale, right hand up. Exhale, we're back at 4 for 4. Folding. Inhale, maintain 4. Exhale for 5. Left hip tracks back, right hip down. In for 4. Out for 6. And then 7 and 8 and turn. Observe the flow of breath and the mind. Release both hands to the earth. Find a flat back. Adjust the hips. Root down through the feet. Block if you desire, in whatever setting serves you. Inhale, left hand up. Twist is happening at the torso if the arm is reaching up that high. Last breath. Release both hands to the earth. Step the right foot to meet the left. Bend knees. Inhale, hands to the sky. Chair pose. Soften the jaw. Last one. Exhale, stand. Hands in a space of connection, whatever that means for you today. If you're interested and curious, I invite consideration that it matters how we receive and process what we like and want just as much as it does how we receive what we don't like and don't want. Because the aim is not to get everything that we want all the time or to make life feel good all the time. The aim is to find ourselves willing to be a vessel for life, and that means it moves through us. It comes and it goes. Observe mind, the breath, the body. Hands up, breathe in. Fold forward, breathe out. 4 for 4 once more. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, high to low plank. Inhale, heart rises. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe all the way in. All the way out. Look towards the top of the mat, breathe in. Find your way there, breathe out. Fold. Flat back, breathe in. Fold, breathe out. Rise all the way up, breathe in. Lift the heart if that feels good. Exhale, fold, breathe out. Flat back, breathe in. High to low plank, breathe out. Heart reaches up, breathe in. Down dog, breathe out. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, right foot steps to the top of the mat. Strong through the back leg. Engage legs toward one another. Inhale, hands up, crescent lunge. Shift all the weight into the right foot. Look forward. Inhale. Shift weight. Warrior three. Hands can be heart, long side, up ahead. Find what works for you. Flexed foot. On the next breath in, come forward. Knee bends, foot is flexed. Shoulders relax. Left leg is on top, that means left arm is on bottom as we move into eagle. Bend right knee, cross it over, elbow under, breathe. Soften the gaze. Sink down, exhale. And then inhale, unwind everything. Hands reach up. Go back if it feels good. Exhale, hands to the earth. And find your way back to downward facing dog, optional vinyasa. Exhale completely. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, left foot front to the mat. Strong right leg. Inhale, hands up. Crescent lunge. Soften the forehead. Look forward. Shift all the weight. Pour all of your weight into your left foot. As you shift forward, lift the right foot up. Warrior three. Again, make choices about where your hand goes. Wobble, wobble, wobble. Lengthen the cervical spine. On the next inhale, if you cannot put your right foot down, go ahead and pull it through. Arms up, knee bent. Exhale, cross right over left, bend left leg, right under left arm. Breathe. Last one. Inhale, open. Make yourself big, big, big. Exhale, hands down. Find your way to downward facing dog in the way that works well for you. Take just a couple of breaths. This is very, very likely the last downward facing dog. Come forward into a high plank. Slowly lower yourself down to the belly. Tops of the feet are flat on the earth, pubic bone pressed down into the earth. Take both hands at the base of the spine, forehead centered to the earth. Inhale, reach right arm forward, left leg up. Exhale, right cheek down, right hand small to back. Inhale, left arm, right leg rise. Exhale, Left cheek down. One more on each side. Inhale. See if you can increase both the inhale and exhale. So maybe it's 5 and 5. And then maybe 6 and 6. And then come to center. Inhale, lift the heart up. Reach the hands back. Palms face down. If it feels good, lift the legs up as well. Gaze down at the earth, just a little bit ahead. Bring the knees towards one another. Last breath. And then slowly, gently release. Push yourself either back into a downward facing dog if you want it. Otherwise, you can come through, pull through, jump through. We will meet with feet wide at the top of the mat, Malasana. We're not going to stay here very long. Just a minute. Last breath. Lengthen the spine. And then bring the butt down to the earth. Make the tall spine. Take the version of both that serves you. Feel the abdominal muscles, everything in the center of the body pulling in towards the spine, towards the center. So you could come back and just lift the toes a little bit. You can bring the hands under the thighs. That's cool. You can take the hands up. You can make hands and arms long. Right? We stay here for 2 more breaths. And if you want to lower down and up, you're very welcome to do that. Last one. If you're doing it, inhale, lower. Exhale, rise. All right. And then slowly bring yourself down to the earth. Knees bent, hips width distance. Allow the eyes to gently soften. Bring yourself to a space of gratitude, and you can direct this gratitude wherever feels good to you. So it can be for someone or something. Don't forget you are someone. Or it can be to life in general. But cultivate the energy of gratitude, of love, of unconditionality. Stay with that as we move in and out of bridge. Arms alongside the body, feet planted. Inhale, push the earth away, lift the hips, hands come up and back. Exhale, hips down, hands down. Working with the breath some more. Inhale for the count of 5 this time. Out for 4, lower hips down. In for the count of 6. Out for 4. In for 7. Out for 4. Last time, in for 8. Stay hips high if that's available to you. Think about bringing hands underneath and interlacing them. If you're interested in a more restorative feeling, you can bring a block to the base of the spine. Just rest the sacrum on it, arms open wide. Keep the legs engaged and the belly engaged toward the spine. If you're interested in a wheel, hips down first, hands alongside the head by the ears.
Feet, knees, hips, shoulders, elbows, wrists, as much in line as is possible for you. As you inhale, push the earth away, rise hips and heart up. Even as you're up in your wheel, continue to track the knees in line with the hips and the ankles. Feel the shoulder blades moving down the spine, belly in. Last breath here, wherever you're at. Slowly lower down. Hug knees in. Maybe rock from side to side or make circles. Beautiful. Relax feet to the earth. Cross the right ankle just beyond and below the left knee. Right hand can help the right knee move away from the body. If you're feeling sensation here, stay here. If you're not feeling any sensation here, consider bringing the left knee towards the body. Flex the right foot or the toes to keep the right knee safe. If there's still no sensation there for you, think about holding on to the shin versus the back of the knee. Or perhaps extending the leg and holding on to the calf or the foot. Only go so far as you can while keeping the sacrum and the upper back connected to the earth beneath you. Soften the breath. And so it's common for us in this society to kind of focus on reducing anything that's unpleasant and increasing anything that we deem to be especially pleasant. But I invite you to consider that being attached or repulsed by either contributes to disruption of common peace. Where do you have an opportunity to empower your sovereignty in your experience of life? What are you seeking to hold on to keep exactly the way it is, or to reclaim an experience that's past? Or conversely, is there something that you are trying desperately to resist accepting as reality? Where do you have room? Take 3 more breaths. Last one. Release feet to the earth. Switch sides. So left ankle crosses just below and beyond the right knee. Flex the foot. Lengthen the whole back side of the body. Relax down into the earth. Allow the shape to unfold and open. Take time. Breathe. There's a passage in the Bhagavad Gita that says something along the lines of the wise one is the one that's untouched by flattery or adversity. And that when one is able to experience life that way, they reside in the glory of their true nature, what is most essential. Soften where you can. Take just a couple more breaths. Full exhale, full inhale. Before finding your way out of the posture, maybe let the legs fall from side to side a couple of times before coming onto the right side, helping yourself up to a seated position, legs stretched out in front of you. Root the heels into the earth, a little micro bend in the knee. Arms alongside, reach down into the earth, soft gaze. Full breath in. Exhale, lead with the heart, fold forward. 2 more breaths. Last one. And then with an inhale, rise out of this and choose if you would like to take an inversion other than the one I'm going to offer. Now is a good time to do that. So if you have a practice of inversions that is your favorite, take that. Otherwise, come on to the back. And reach the legs up towards the sky, feet flexed. You can stay right here. If you're interested or curious, you can take your block that we've been using and gently lift the hips up. Place the block under the small of the back. If that feels good, or you want a different sensation, you can bend the knees a little bit. Reach the legs behind. Bring the hands to the base of the spine. Keep the elbows down on the ground. Rest the hips onto the hands and line the ankles with the shoulders. So line up the ankles and the shoulders. Soften the gaze. Take 3 more breaths. On the next exhale, slowly lower yourself down. Hold on to the right knee. If possible, straighten the left leg. If that doesn't feel good for you, keep both knees bent. Full breath in. Exhale, take the right knee across the body. Keep the shoulder blades in connection with the earth. Right palm face down, perhaps. Right hip away from shoulder. This is a great time for the eyes to close if they haven't already done that. Take 2 more breaths, please. On your next inhale, find your way out of the posture on that side. Come to neutral for just a moment. Feel the sensation. Allow integration to begin to occur. And then hold on to either both or one knee. With an exhale, twist in the opposite direction. Again, shoulder blades stay connected to the earth. Left hip away from shoulder. Breath calm and gentle. You stay where you are. Take a few more breaths there. Before coming back into center, if you wish to, hug the knees one final time. Maybe even curling up into a ball, chin to chest, forehead to knees with the exhale. And then unwind, stretch out on the earth. Open the arms out wide and the legs out wide. Slip the shoulder blades down the spine. If you sense any remaining tension in the body, join for these last few shaped breaths before you rest and surrender in Shavasana. Inhale through the mouth, tighten any and all muscles you can. Tighten even on an energetic level. Out through the mouth, soften and release. In through the mouth, tighten. Out through the nose, soften. In through the nose, tighten, tighten, tighten. Out through the nose, soften. Last time, breathe in. Gather up any remaining tension. And when you can't retain that breath anymore, open the mouth, surrender and release. Shavasana. Let yourself be held. Let go of all shaping of the breath. Feel yourself heavy and at the same time light. Floating and grounded. body soft and begin to bring enough of your awareness to here and now that you can find your way eventually upright, not just yet. Feel the extremities. And using as little movement as you can in order to preserve your connection with this liminal space. Come onto the right side of the body. Rise up into a seated position. Leave the eyes closed if it's possible. Bring the thumb and first finger together on each hand like an OK sign. And join the thumb points with one another, and then the middle finger with one another. Allow the ring and pinky finger to be naturally positioned. Take the thumbs and place them so that that diamond shape between the connected thumbs and the middle finger is right around the solar plexus. Let the shoulders relax down. Balance the breath. Inhale for 4. Hold for 4. Out for 4. Hold for 4. Lengthen the inhale, the hold, and the exhale in concert with one another. Feel the shoulders relax down and energy coalescing in the center. This is Vajra Mudra. And the purpose of this mudra is to bring energy and attention and awareness to just the place we're talking about, the place of personal empowerment. To enliven the part of us that is aware and able to embrace our ability to exist in a way that communicates and serves. And we're doing it with this balanced cycle of breath as a way of experiencing that our personal power doesn't have to be forceful. And so as we take these last few cycles of breath here, the invitation, if you wish, is to allow yourself to envision you reclaiming fully your power, not force. To remember that there's nothing that you need to inherently do in order to have power. And that acceptance, contentment, truth, these are some of the things that allow us to have the power we think we can attain by trying to control and be forceful. Take 2 more breaths here, please. Concentrate and focus. Release the mudra. Inhale, reach hands up, and as you do, feel that energy expanding in every direction, filling the entirety of the torso, the arms, the legs coming out. Reach, reach, reach. Maybe the heart reaches high. Exhale, hands to heart center. Sternum reaches forward, shoulders down. Take a moment to either renew the intention you set at the beginning of our practice or set a new one if that feels appropriate for you. When we close our time together and send all of our intentions out, and the eternal sound of the creation of the universe itself, one Om. In through the nose. The love, the light, and the truth within me recognizes, honors, and bows with deep, deep gratitude and humility to that same divine love, light, and truth within you. We are one. Namaste.